Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kristen and I love to craft. Today we are going to be unboxing this brand new button maker. I'm so excited. This is what it looks like. I'm so excited to bring this machine to our craft table. Let's go ahead and head on over there and check it out. Here is what the top of the package looks like, and it says that it's a DIY badge maker. I will have this linked down in the description box below, so don't forget to check it out. And then this is what the side looks like. It does have a lot of different colors. I do know that it comes in a really pretty pink one. I think I chose green because it was the cheaper option. It also does come in many different sizes. So I believe I got the 3-inch button maker. Once we open it, I'll verify. But let's go ahead and open it now. It was kind of hard navigating the different sellers on Amazon because everyone had really good reviews and all of the button makers looked the exact same. So that was a little bit difficult, but I will have this exact one linked down below. That way that in case this is a good option, then you guys can get this one, or you can do the research on your own. Okay, so we have box open here, and it looks like it comes with some supplies. Metal pieces for the buttons, some more metal pieces. This right here is the backings of the buttons and more backings. I'm going to go ahead and set this to the side. And then in here, it comes with a adjustable circle cutter. So let's say you're doing like a picture. You're going to put this over your picture and then you're going to cut it. That's really neat. Okay. I'm glad that they included this because I didn't even think to purchase that. This right here looks like it is some white background and also some acetate. If you don't know what that is, it is a clear plastic piece that goes over things and shaker cards. I'll go ahead and open it up. It looks like it's in another package. So it's just a very thin, clear piece. So go ahead and set these to the side as well. And then we have some tools. We have our button maker here. I think this is the top of the button maker. Okay, so this is pieces that goes with it. There's a button right there. All right, we can set this to the side. And then we have some instructions. All right, it tells us how to put it together and then how to use it, and a troubleshooting guide as well. So this is just a little book that you can use this little adjustable circle cutter to cut out these circles, or you could do it with scissors, but it has some templates in here. And then I think it also has these white pages, that way that you could create your own. Let's see, I just saw them. There we go. Just some white blank pages. And it looks like it's after, let's see. Okay. Oh, I feel like this is a magic book. The pages in here are not cut very well. You could see how all of the pages are not cut very evenly, so it's hard to flip through it. It has stories in here that you could read, color, make your own buttons, and then after the story, it has like blank papers in here. And then it goes on to like another story, I guess. I'll have to look into that a little bit more, but that is really neat to include. All right, let's go ahead and start assembling this. So we have our main pieces here, our tools, and we are going to follow the instructions to a T so we do not mess anything up. It says that you can also go to their website, and I guess it has videos on there. I'm just going to try to follow these instructions first before we do any of that. Okay, so this is the button maker machine assembly method, and this is the operation method. This is the troubleshooting guide. We'll put this to the side. We'll start on the assembly portion. First observation, this does feel like really great quality, but again, we will see. I'm gonna go ahead and take this little piece off here. And it looks like that just kind of raises this little middle piece right here. See how it's out, how it's up. All right, so we have this. Let's unpackage this box right here. A little piece right here, not sure what that goes to. I do find it a little bit odd that there's already a button in here. Maybe they just give you one to kind of try. I'm not sure. None of these bags are open, so I don't think that this was a return. Maybe they just include this as like an example or something. I'm not really too sure. All right, let's go ahead and pull this out. We have several pieces here. All right, so now it says button maker machine parts list, including a machine frame, one set of 32mm mold, one set of 58mm mold, and 2 pins. So we have our button maker, and then we have our 2 molds. Let's go ahead and take these apart. Maybe that is what we are looking for. Okay, I'm just a little bit confused on this. So I'm going to pull up my Amazon order because it's telling me that it should include 2 molds and I only got 1, so I just want to verify. Okay, so I checked the listing and the listing is correct. I think that this is just a general instruction manual because it should only include our button press, and then it includes this right here, 1 locking pin and 1 mold. So according to the listing, what we have is correct and we did receive everything. So the next step is to assemble it. Install the 58mm mold, push the upper mold to the groove and push it to the bottom. Okay, so here's our button press and this is the upper mold. So we just need to push it in there until it locks. So we're going to push it up and it's in there. Okay, so now it says the upper mold installation is complete. So that is fantastic, we did that. Now it says push the mold in the picture into the track, noting that the column marked in the picture is on the far side from us. Okay, so we have our machine just like this, and all that we are going to do is just slide it in. So this one is kind of pushed in and this one's kind of flat, and I'm just kind of mimicking the picture, and we are just going to slide it along the groove right here. Okay, so we slid it onto there. Now it says pass the support pin of point A through the hole while raising point B. Let point B go over the column below. Okay, we're going to lift. Now we're going to push it through. At this point, point B is in the middle of the 2 columns. Okay, so it is, as we can see right here, and it matches the picture on the paper. Now we're going to take this pin and we are going to put it in the hole right here. Okay, now it says that we have completed the assembly, and it says when replacing the 32mm mold, the steps are the opposite of the assembly steps, and the final upper parts of the mold is pulled down by force. So that just means that you reverse exactly what you just did and you pull this down to take off that mold. All right, so now it says that we can go ahead and start using it. We are just going to do a little test run. Okay, I just grabbed a picture from my fridge and it was just one where the boys went to go see Santa this year. Let's go ahead and start making our button. It says put metal cover into a mold, which is this one right here. And these right here are the metal covers. Just going to cut a little slit in here. So we're going to put it on there, like that, and this is face down. Now we're going to put a picture on the metal cover and then put the plastic film. Okay, so now we are going to use this adjustable circle cutter that they provided. And this is what it looks like, and let's just take that off, and your blade is right here. Okay, and a blade just fell out, so we need to be extremely careful with this. And we are just going to twist this until we get to the 3-inch mark, which I think you twist it to adjust. I should have read the instructions. Okay, so in order to change out the blade, you'll need to twist this top right here. Otherwise, you undo it just a little bit to be able to slide it. For this one, we are going to be doing a 3-inch, so I'm just going to slide it down, and we'll keep it about right there. I think that's great. And I'm just going to use the back of this book to press down on. I don't want to use my glass mat and scratch it. Okay, so you are going to take this top right here and you are going to center it. Now this picture is a little wonky because they took it at an angle, so it's not going to be very straight. Hold this bottom right here and we're just going to trace all the way around it. And it looks like it is cutting, so that is a good sign. I've never used one of these before, so this is kind of my first time. I'm not sure how much pressure to put on here, but if we need to go in and cut it anymore, we definitely can. All right, that is pretty good for my first time. We'll definitely trim up that side right there. Looks like it just needs just a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and put this up. I don't want to lose any blades or anything like that. Now that we have our picture cut out, let's go on to the next step. So we are going to put our picture face up with a clear sheet. So there's the clear sheet right there. We're just going to set that on top. And then it says push mold A so that A is directly below mold C. So that means we just need to push it over like this. And then it says, make sure that the support pin is against the round plate and cannot let the support pin pass through the hole on the side. So your support pin is down here and it will not move, so that is good. Now we are just going to squeeze the handle. So it says press the handle. When you hear a sound, you could raise the handle. Okay, it just takes a lot of pressure. Next step, it says, at this point, you can find that the metal cover is already inside the mold above. Let's see if we did it right. We did it right! Okay, so now we are going to take B, which is the white plastic piece, and we have a big bag of those. And it says that, okay, so there are two sides to this button. So you have this that is raised and this that is completely flat. So the completely flat side needs to be placed downwards, okay? Now we are going to slide this over. And then it says push mold B so that mold B is directly below mold C. We got that. And then it says make sure that the support pin pass through the holes in the plate, and they have. All right, now it says the handle must be pressed all the way down until the handle touches the bar below. Otherwise, the button will spread out. All right. So we're just going to squeeze it really hard. It says it needs to touch this right here. There's a good inch. Or maybe it means the bar. Okay, so these two right here need to touch pretty much, I guess. It's basically trial and error at this point. Oh, nope, that did not work. Okay, so you just have to squeeze it really hard. All right. Oh my goodness. Stop it. Oh, that is so cute. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Look at how cute that this button is. Are you joking me? Oh my gosh. After looking at the reviews and the videos on TikTok, I was very hesitant to even purchase this for my craft room, but after seeing this button, there are endless possibilities. I am just in shock and in awe right now. That is so stinking cute. I think that I'm going to go ahead and cut off the camera and I'm going to craft a little bit. Thank you all so much for tuning into today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I had so much fun making these buttons, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.